Hey love, it's Magda K. Welcome. Today I want to talk about why do we feel disappointed in relationships. So I'm sure you can relate to this. Your relationship ended and you feel like you were used, like there's a hole in you, like you gave more than they gave back. Or maybe you met someone new and you're excited about it and you're investing a lot and you're seeing like they're not investing much in return. There's this feeling of disappointment that comes very often in relationships. And the reason why we feel disappointed, it's because we don't actually know how to give. So this whole idea of giving is that, I love you, I care about you, and I want to give. I want to give my love, I want to give affection, support. Truth is, we don't actually know how to give because we have this concept that giving is selfless, altruistic, and from the heart. In most cases, or maybe in all of the cases, it's not. There's two aspects that actually make our giving not giving and eventually make us feel disappointed when the relationship is over. So I want to talk about this today. I think it's super important because as long as we continue these two patterns, you will always feel disappointed. There's no other way around it. So how can we break the pattern? Well, the first thing is we need to understand that giving from an empty glass is just not going to work. And definitely it doesn't work in the long term. So think about it. Imagine that you have a glass of water and then there is someone who's very, very thirsty. Now you want to help, so what you do, you give your glass of water and you pour water from this glass to give to someone else. And that's great, that's beautiful, but what's going to happen after that? Now you have an empty glass. Now what if you are thirsty? Now you have to go out and ask for mercy or help or whatever from someone else because now you cannot meet your own needs. And that's how we give. We give by taking away from ourselves what we actually need. No wonder that later, if they don't give back, you feel disappointed. Because wait, I gave you my water, so now it's your responsibility to give me water when I need it. It's a bit silly if you look at it, like from the logical point of view, it just doesn't make sense. No one is benefiting from that. Instead, what we need to learn is to give from a full cup. What it means is that first, I'm making sure I am being taken care of, that my glass is so filled that it overflows. And only that's how I can give the extra water that's in my glass. The second thing that we do when it comes to giving is that it's a giving with agenda. So it's not actually giving. Well, think about it. If I give something to you, it is about you, not about me. Ideally, according to the proper concept of giving, if it's your birthday and I give you a gift, even if you don't say thank you, I should be fine with this. Because the question is, well, am I giving the gift for you to enjoy it, or am I giving you the gift so I can feel good when you say thank you? Right? As you can see already with this example, you're probably becoming aware that, wow, I probably every single time I ever give anything, it's because I want something in return. Even look at things that we consider to be examples of selfless giving, like mother, taking care of the child. Well, if you notice it, actually the mother is expecting a certain behavior from a child. Kids who behave well, they get more love from their moms and from their fathers. So there is, even there, some form of an exchange. So maybe this ideal way of actually giving, when it's purely selfless, maybe it's not really available for humans. That's okay. But what you do want to learn about yourself is that what are you asking in return? So I give something to my partner and there is an expectation or even a demand of getting something in return. The problem is that we fall into this pattern of giving with the agenda. We want something in return. In most cases, that is unconscious, and even I don't exactly know what I want in return. So if I don't know what I exactly am asking for, how can my partner know? When I give you the gift, it's kind of, we know the rules of the, whatever the social form. You say thank you. We're both satisfied. No problem. No one is getting disappointed. But, if I give you something and you don't know what is expected of you in return, chances are you're not going to do that. And then I get disappointed. Here's an example of something I actually did not long ago. So I love touch. And if you're familiar with the 5 love languages, that is my primary love language. So I need touch to feel loved. It's super, super important for me. And I was seeing this guy who was not really big into sensuality and touch and intimacy and all of this touching and caressing each other. So what did I do? Well, I decided to give him a massage. I wanted touch, so I gave him touch. And then I finished, and he really enjoyed it, and he was really grateful. And he was saying, yeah, you're really good with this. I was okay, good. But that's not why I gave him the touch. I didn't expect the positive feedback. What I did expect was for him to now offer me a massage. And that never happened. So I was disappointed. Because the agenda that I had was actually never communicated. It's like, the fine print in contracts, right? If you're either not aware of what you're trying to get in return, or if you are aware but you never voice it out, probably you're not gonna get it. And the truth is that you cannot really expect your partner to magically understand what it is that are meant to give you back unless you communicate it. But then, yeah, I give him, let's say, this massage, and then I'm not getting what I need in return, so I feel disappointed. Because actually there is this rule of reciprocity, and you can check the book Influence by Robert Cialdini, where he talks about, if I'm not mistaken, 6 social triggers. So kind of 6 ways of getting someone to do what you want. It's basically the art of persuasion. And one of these rules is reciprocity. So if I give you something, you feel actually in debt to give back. It creates this discomfort. Oh my God, I got something and now I need to return it in some way. So this is something that just, our psyche, our minds follow this rule of reciprocity. So, right, if I give you something and you're not giving back what I want, I feel that, whoa, what happened? You owe me. You owe me. Now, they may think that by saying thank you, they reciprocate it, right? So this is where if we have different agendas, it just doesn't work. But here's another thing. Often we disguise what we do as an honest, selfless gift. And then we ask for the price. So my first trip to Bangkok, right? We took the boat trip, and it was amazing. We paid for the trip, we get on a boat, and the lady who was, paddling the boat, she was so amazing, so helpful. And she was like, she stopped somewhere to get us some beers. I'm like, no, it's okay. She's like, no, it's a gift. So she's giving us the beers. That was years ago when I still drank. So yeah, she's giving out those beers, and then we made this extra stop on some snake farm. I'm like, wow, this is so cool. And then the trip, is coming to an end, and we're saying goodbye, and she's like, oh, money, pay. And we're like, well, pay for what? We already paid for the trip. She's like, no, for the beer and the snake farm. And we're like, wait, what? You never told us that we have to pay for this. And in fact, it was presented as a gift, And so we got, of course, really annoyed. And if you were ever in this situation, you know exactly, right? That this is not fair. What do you mean? You never said I have to pay for that. Now, realize that that's what you're doing to your partner. You're giving something which is disguised as a gift, as a selfless massage or anything else. And then you ask them to pay for this. So we have to really understand this dynamic of giving in a relationship. We give from an empty glass instead of filling our glass first, and then give what's extra to the other person. And secondly, we have to become aware what is the agenda in our head when we give. What is it that we want or need in return? We need to learn to fill our own glass, to feel full and complete. And we need to understand what are the things that we need in a relationship. And instead of manipulating through giving, we simply need to ask straightforward. If you only give as much as you really want to give and not more, you will never feel disappointed. You will never feel used. Of course, in a relationship, the dynamic is that I give you something, then you give me something, and that's what keeps us satisfied in a relationship. So the exchange doesn't happen in the exact moment. That's normal. But make sure that you give a little bit, and then you wait to receive a little bit, so you get balance. And then you give a little bit, and then you receive a little bit. But if you keep giving, and here is the distance that you've gone through, and one day you'll be like, okay, one day I'm gonna get something in return. Well, what if you never do? What if the relationship gets over? So what I'm asking you is to bring awareness. Once again, fill up your glass and only give when it's overflowing. Don't give to your partner by taking away from yourself. And secondly, become aware. Notice what are the things that you need. Notice how you manipulate your partner by giving something. Notice what is it that you expect in return, and start simply asking for it out loud. Now, it doesn't mean that your partner will meet those needs, but you know what? That's also fine. Relationships end. At some point of your life, they will end anyways. So they may just as well end now if you feel that your needs are not being met. But if you ask for them directly and the partner doesn't want to meet them, trust me, they're not going to meet those needs through the process of manipulation by giving something. So I really hope this video helps. I really encourage you to look into these things, because when you redefine your way of giving, it will spare you so much pain. Yes, you will still go through things when the relationship ends, but you will not feel disappointed. You will not feel used. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like it, please share it, and also let me know what you thought about it. And maybe you've noticed some patterns in yourself or in your partner, so share those in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you more. And if you'd like to stay in touch, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and also maybe join my newsletter. So I would love to be able to share more content with you if this is something that resonates with you. So thank you so much for tuning in. Sending you so much love and kisses. Mwah.